This is the conservative czar. It's June 1st, 2023. I want to talk about kind of wrap up the debt ceiling a little bit today. And I have 3 points to make about it. First is this is a bad bill. There's no question about it's a bad bill. It's not going to change anything. The problem here, remember, is it began with the omnibus bill, taking away from this Congress the power of the purse. That's a complicated issue, and I've talked about it in other videos, but that's where it started. It started with those 18 senators in the House of Representatives who joined with the Democrats to block the House from controlling the budget for 1 year. The only thing left for them was the debt ceiling. So it was a big deal, a big deal. But it's a bad bill. And I'm very proud of the 71 conservatives who stood the line. It should have been over 100. It should have been a majority of the conference. That shows you, again, how weak that conference really is. But it should have been another 30 or 40 because there's a free vote. The Democrats were going to say, they got 214 votes. They needed 5 more to pass or something like that. And so all we needed was 10 Republicans and the Democrats would have passed it. So it was a free vote. There was no punishment or penalty to voting no on the omnibus bill. 71 did. That's good. It should have been 100, 110 at least. The second point is the irony of this is that you can't blame McCarthy. He really did a giant two-step on this. I've got to give him credit for almost everything he did here. I would have voted no on it, but McCarthy never had a chance in these negotiations. Not a whit of a chance. Why? Because the Rhino Republicans in the House, somewhere between 10 and 30 of them, but especially a hardcore 10, they were never going to vote for this. So McCarthy's in a situation, I'm in negotiations, but I know I can't, bottom line, I can't force the issue. I've got to stop do whatever I can, because whatever I get, he got almost nothing. But he had no choice. This is not McCarthy's fault. He did the best he could, and he did it with some style. The third point I want to make up, though, is a little bit of an attack on McCarthy. I would have much preferred him take the stance that, yeah, it's a bad deal, didn't want to do it, but I didn't have a choice. And I prefer that to this grandstanding and actually lying about it, because this bill is not that good at all. The debt ceiling is not, that's got so many carve-outs on it that it's worthless. It really is a bad bill. It's not McCarthy's fault. I wish he wouldn't grandstand on it, though. So there's a little negative to McCarthy, but he had no choice. I actually admire him more, a little bit, because he did negotiate with no hope of victory, and he did the best he can, and he came out right the next day to back Comer on the contempt charge against the FBI Director Wray. So, yeah, we have to cut McCarthy some slack here. I actually admire him for what he's done. This is the conservative czar. See you next time.